Caution, this video could be considered spoiler heavy for anyone who hasn't gotten Sun and Moon yet. Watch this at your own risk. Alright, but before we get started, let's watch the trailer for, the first trailer that had promoted Sun and Moon. And this trailer was just showing the 20th anniversary of, celebrating 20 years of Pokemon, and showed all these kids playing all the games through the years, you know, from the older games and in the old generations to the newer games in the new generations, like many languages and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty cool and everything. When I first saw this trailer, I always got pretty pumped up and everything like that. And yeah, but when I first heard Sun and Moon was coming out, at first a lot of my friends thought it was fake because, you know, a lot of people can make things like that, but I was like, nah, that can't be true. This has to be a real game coming out. You know, probably because when a lot of my friends first heard of the names, they probably were like, Sun and Moon? That doesn't really sound like a Pokemon game. You know, it sounds like some person making up one. Because I remember seeing online like solar and lunar version, whatever like that, and it did look pretty similar to what Sun and Moon was, so I was kind of surprised when they said Sun and Moon, because it brought back memories of me listening to something, or hearing something about like Pokemon Solar and Lunar and stuff like that. But anyway, like at the end of this trailer, they're saying, oh, blah 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 blah, this game, that game, this game, that game, and then Sun and Moon, this late 2016. So I was like really happy and everything like that. Yeah, now they're just going through all the games. But first thing we're gonna do is, let me stop rambling. But the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over the plot, and I'll try not to have too many spoilers in there for all you people out there that are just like, KJ, stop now, oh my god. So alright, let's get started, guys. Okay, so pretty much my thoughts about the plot. I feel like the plot was it made the game a really great game. I mean, like 7.5 million copies already bought by people. That's a large number, you know. And although there were some aspects of the plot that I didn't like how, you know, Lily and stuff like that really wasn't your rival. She was just some weak person and stuff like that, and you always had to protect her. Not trying to be a selfish guy or whatever, but I feel like if she had some Pokemon by her side, she probably would have, you know, stopped like the whole like thing of her Cosmog being taken, whatever. But and then the fact that they don't have gyms in the game, but like an island challenge. I'll elaborate on that probably later in this video, or the part 2 in this video if there's a part 2. But I just feel like overall the plot has more pros than cons, but as you get toward the end of the game, there's not really too much for you to do anymore. I mean, like, since they rushed making the game, it's kind of like, yeah, they didn't really think, you know, they didn't really put a lot into the post game for you to really do. So that's why I feel like the plot is really great toward the beginning and the middle, but once you like beat the league, it just gets really, really like, I could say monotonous, because honestly, you know, it kind of gets just boring. I mean, unless you're that kind of guy that really likes the battle royale, guy or girl, let's not be sexist, but unless you're that person that likes the battle royale or the battle tree or any other like battle frontier kind of like that, or any other functions in the game, you can go ahead and like that. That's you. But for me, I just feel like it's pointless, because like, I'm gonna go there and do what? I honestly would just wait for Power Save Codes to come out and get all the evolutionary items I need. I really don't feel like battling over 50 people or whatever just to get a Razor Claw for Sneasel. I don't know what the conversion is, so if it's not one battle gives you 1 battle point, maybe it's 1 gives you 2. I really don't know. I mean, that's how you see how experienced I am with the whole battle blank blah blah blah. I'm not really interested in that. The only thing I like is the battle buffet, because you can get lots of experience for your Pokemon after you beat, after you beat the league. But other than that, yeah, I mean, the plot, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so now let's talk about the post game. So, you'd be surprised. I feel like the post game was very, very stale. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like because they were making the switch, They're making all these games for the Switch. They had to drop Sun and Moon before the end of the year so their fans don't get upset. They rushed. I feel like they rushed a tiny bit making the game. So because of that, normally like XY or as other games in the past, you have a very large post game, so you can do things after beating the Elite Four and Champion. Regardless of what game it was, you did have things you could do. More games. Some games had more. Some games had a bigger post game than others. Like Oraz, you could catch so many legendaries in that game. So many. XY, there were a moderate amount, but it wasn't too much, But with Sun and Moon, let me just go over this, but be aware, spoiler, I'm about to go over the legendaries you can get in this game. So, in addition to getting the cover legendary, there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's really only 6 legendaries that you really have to work for and catch. By that I mean that they'll give you problems when you try to catch them, so you're not going to be able to one-shot them all the time. Lunala, the cover legendary for Moon, if you didn't know that, that's its name. Spoiler! I one-shotted with a Dusk Ball. But anyway, then there's three more legendaries that you can get in the game, which is Zygarde, Cosmog, spoiler, as well as Type Null, spoiler. And of those 3 legendaries, all of them you pretty much get for free by doing nothing. Type Null, you just beat the game, visit Gladian in Aether Paradise in the conservation area, get it. That's it. Level 40 when you first get it. Done. Cosmog, you have to go to the alternate dimension, not Ultra Space, but you have to take your cover legendary with you and go to the altar of the sun or moon during the opposite time of day. So if it's sun, you go there at night. If it's moon, you go there during the day. You'll be at the alternate dimension. Then you go to the lake of the sun or moon, and you'll be able to, in the alternate dimension, of course, and you'll be able to get a level 5 Cosmog, which you can evolve into a second cover legendary, which will be the same one. So you'll be able to have 2 Solgaleos, 2 Lunalas. That's pretty ingenious, isn't it? Zygarde, all you have to do is just collect 100 cells across the region. Spoiler! But you don't actually have to. You can actually have him on your team. I think he's masculine, but whatever. I think you can have him on your team as 10% form, 10 out of 100 cells, 50% form, 50 out of 100 cells, or 100% form, all 100 cells collected. And then we go with the Tapus. The Tapu Guardians are the other 4 out of 6 people that, Pokemon, they're not people, Pokemon that can give you some trouble. All 4 of them, they were really hard for me to catch in Sun and Moon. I recommend whenever you catch legendary, if you didn't know this, save before you actually interact with them. It'll help you a lot, save you a lot of time. You don't have to worry about raging too much, especially if you kill them and you can't go back. The last legendary that's hard for you to catch out of the 6 is Necrozma. And I don't know if you've seen this guy. I won't show it to you because there's going to be people out there, like I said before, stop changing now. So he's the 6th legendary out of the 11 or so, 11 to 13 that there are in the game that's hard to catch. With me, it didn't take me long. I only caught him, Sun, I caught him on 3 Pokeballs total, Ultra Balls really, and then Moon, I caught him in 7 Ultra Balls, so it didn't really take me too long. As long as you have an Incineroar, his prismatic laser won't affect you, so yeah. Be careful of his Stealth Rock though, but everything else is pretty good. His Iron Defense, nothing, and his Ring Out doesn't really do too much damage if you're moderately leveled. So let's see. So, of the Ultra Beasts, you have, they pretty much have 5 in each game. 2 Ultra Beasts are in Sun, and 2 Ultra Beasts are in Moon that you have to trade over. Well, you don't have to, but there's 2 in each game that you can't get in the opposite. So, you could either say there's 5 Ultra Beasts in one game, and 5 Ultra Beasts in the other, or 7 Ultra Beasts total. Because out of all those 7 Ultra Beasts, they give you specialized Pokeballs to catch them. So, you can practically one-shot all of them. There's only 2 that don't get one-shot. It really depends on your game, but anyway, they practically give you those legendaries for free as well. You really don't have to work with them. You really don't have to work for them, so, yeah. In terms of other things of the post game, like I said, for me, Battle Tree sucks. Battle Royale sucks. Battle Buffet really only to evolve your Pokemon. The legendaries are really the main thing in the post game. I mean, you could fight the Elite Four and the Champion again, but that gets old, you know. I mean, like, there's only some people that really do that. Not everyone does that. I really don't do that. I'd probably just wait till power save codes come out so I can max level my team so I can breathe through the Elite Four without any problems. Like I said, other than that, really the post game is just filled with a bunch of side quests that aren't mandatory, like get all the TMs, get all the battle styles. Spoiler. What's it called? Let me actually just look. I actually have the Sun and Moon book on me right now, so let's look. A lot of it is just getting not like optional items, like some unnecessary Z-move crystals. You don't need them, but you could get them if you wanted to. You know, like battling all the trainers on routes, which you probably have done when you were playing the game. Fighting some of the captains that you couldn't fight. You know, getting some unnecessary items that you don't need. Like, especially like for example, spoiler, you could get a reveal glass in the game, but you're not going to be able to use Pokebank until like January. So it's a good item to have, but it's not like if you don't get it now, it's never going to be there. You know, it's not like Magirna. Spoiler, because there's an event right now and it's going on from December 5th to March 5th. So yeah. And then same thing for the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo. Like, get an Astro Ninja, it's not going to take that long, but anyway, like that stuff isn't going to be around for long. But getting a reveal glass now versus getting it when Pokebank comes out for Moon, not really too important. You can do it. You don't have to do it now. Like, a lot of the sub-events and side quests in the game aren't mandatory. They're really not mandatory. It's very optional. It just provides you with more stuff to do when you beat the game so you don't get bored. But personally, since it's so minor, I'm already bored of the game. Like, the only reason I'm playing it right now is just so I can evolve some of my Pokemon to kind of hold me up, like, until the power save codes come out. Then I can get all my rare candies and just start evolving on my Pokemon. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much the post game for you. I'd say that it's very boring, stale. I mean, I don't know if everyone agrees with me, but it's practically boring because, like I said before, once you do the legendaries, there's not really too much for you to do anymore that needs to really be done. Everything else is just, you can do this, but you don't have to do it. So I'm going to stop being redundant and keep trying to reiterate myself. Let's move on to the next topic. Alright, the last topic of this video is going to be the Island Challenge. And pretty much, I hated it. I really thought Jim should have been in this these games. And they say it's an Island Challenge, you know, but it's not really challenging because if you fight the route trainers, you know, you catch Pokemon, you'll be leveled up enough that you can pretty much not one shot, but like maybe like two shot the totem Pokemon if you don't let the helper Pokemon distract you. But really, it's just really, I really didn't like it. You know, it was pretty boring. This was one of the I feel like one of the only times where they tried to make something new, but it wound up not doing too well. But I mean, I might be the only person, like I said, that may hate the Island Challenge. Some people think it's new, some people think it's creative. I think it sucks personally. Gyms would have been a lot better. You know, you have 2 gyms on each island. Would have been easier. It would have been better. Would have been a little more challenging. You know, because you have all these badges you have to get. But whatever. I mean, hey, the game was still pretty great anyway. But all right. So I'm about to end this video now. Thanks for watching. Look forward to part 2 and part 3. Please like, subscribe. This is KJ signing out. I'll see you guys later.